This is the model we're working on today. Now this is the biggest pain in the butt washer you'll ever work on, this Samsung here. First unplug the machine to avoid electrocution, and then always turn the water off just in case to prevent any flooding. Do this before any appliance repair. Pull the machine out away from the wall. Lift up this lid and it will reveal 2 rubber stoppers. Peel these rubber stoppers up, and that exposes 2 Phillips head screwdrivers. We're going to remove both these Phillips head screwdrivers. Now I use a magnetized tray whenever I'm working to collect all my hardware, so it keeps it organized and all in one place. I'll put a link to that in the bottom where you can purchase that. Comes in handy around the house, even if you're not a pro tech. Now there's 2 more screws in the back here, one on the left and then another one on the right. They're both Phillips head. Remove those. Once you remove those, you can pop the console up. After you pop the console up, there's 2 more screws, one on the right here and another one on the left-hand side over here. Once you remove both those screws, pop that console back into place so you can remove the top in one piece. Now you're going to notice there's some tension on it when you go to move it. And that's because of the other pain in the butt point besides all those screws over here in the left-hand corner. There are wires, and you can look down in here and you can see them. There are wire harnesses. You have to disconnect those wire harness to relieve the tension here so you can move that lid freely so you can work on and remove these suspension rods. Take some tape of any kind and secure the lid down so when you tilt it back, it doesn't just flop over and break the glass by accident. It's a good pro tip there. And lift it up and prop it up with something because you're going to be sticking your head and working on it. Prop with something nice and secure. Now the right-hand corner suspension rod is the only one that's different. You see that hook there? That's your pressure switch, the hose for the pressure switch. You got to unhook that, and then you're going to pull this one out, the suspension rod out. And I'm just not going to show you this whole one because it's hard to get my camera in there. And this one you can clearly see it. You see how you lift the suspension rod up and out, and then the bottom, you see that other slit? It comes right out. And then you take the new Samsung suspension rod and you put it in similar as you took it out. You see that? You just slip it right in that, lift it up above. Usually I use my left hand to lift the drum. It makes it a lot easier right there. Now the next one on the right hand, you can see that again. It comes right out. Now watch how I lift up the drum with my left hand and hold it up in the air. You just slide that shaft into that slot. Lift it up with the left hand, give it plenty of room, put that through the slot, and let it go. Now the last one's over here in the left. It's just done the same way, real simple. Now I have a link in the description to the Samsung suspension rods. Good. Now we have all those on. We got to reconnect this wire harness. Don't forget about that. And you don't see it here on the film, but in the right-hand corner, make sure you reclip that pressure hose switch back to that suspension rod over there. I'll just put it in fast motion here. Not going to bore you with putting these screws back in. Good. Once you get all those screws in, then you just, the last thing to do is turn on the water and plug the machine back in, and you're good to go. Awesome. Oh yeah, don't forget to put those rubber stoppers back in. And close the lid and get out and get some, people. It's a beautiful day.